right, everybody, that's it for the Kidney Exchange Newser. They called it in Chicago, Illinois at Northwestern Medicine. Hello again, everyone. Pilar Arias here. I got some top stories ready to go for you. Hope you are having a fabulous start to your week so far. A fabulous Monday. We're going to start in California, right here, Arizona's neighbor, on the West Coast, where drivers have started paying more at the pump today, as if gas prices in California aren't already high enough. The state's new gas tax going into effect, and it's the highest in the country. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you obviously have DNA. How would that help, or how can that help?
You know, that's a great question.
And that's not the right story. So let's go to the right story right now.
On the same week, more than 4 million Californians are hitting the road for the 4th of July. California will also become the state with the highest gas tax in America, rising from 41.7 cents a gallon to 47.3, an increase of 5.6 cents a gallon.
It does definitely suck.
It does bother me when I go over to Arizona to visit my daughter and gas is $1 cheaper. For what reason? I don't know.
The increase is tied to a piece of legislation passed in 2017, which paved the way for the gas tax to initially rise in November by 12 cents and then again on July 1st.
After that, we have an annual increase based on the cost of living. So the total increases over a number of years is just going to grow and grow and grow.
A growing cost of living that may come with the territory, but still hurts when it hits the wallet.
People out here are struggling, and gas prices is something that everyone needs and everyone needs to get around.
The increase is meant to help fund road maintenance and rehabilitation, providing for things like bridges, culverts, and bicycle lanes.
The thing for the public to understand is the spending is still up in the air. How are they going to spend the money? They claim it's for roads. There's no easy way to get them to stay on the course that they claim they're going on. It just takes public pressure.
This gas tax increase is coming at a time that people in California are paying about $1 over the national average. That national average is around $2.71 a gallon, and here in California, the average is around $3.75 a gallon. But in spite of all those things, AAA is predicting that a record number of people will actually be hitting the road for 4th of July compared to the last 3 previous years. Reporting from the road, Marilyn Moore, Fox 5 News.
Wow, well, at least they're not in the $4 range, right? But still, gas prices in California, absolutely ridiculous, higher than the rest of the nation. And you heard that man talk about when he visits his daughter right here in Arizona, $1 a gallon less for some gasoline. But no doubt, plenty of Arizonans are going to be hitting the I-10 or the Interstate 8, heading to California, possibly even Northern California over this 4th of July extended weekend. Some people have a 4-day weekend, so enjoy it. You know, if you've got the flexibility and you're spending and you're able to hit the road and the gas prices don't bother you, have some great time with some loved ones, right? All right, well, now for this next top story, we're going to head on over to Texas, where some witnesses are describing a deadly plane crash.
I've never seen anything so tragic. I mean, it was very surreal to watch an airplane crash.
David Snell was getting ready to fly from Addison Airport with a friend Sunday morning when they heard a plane taking off that didn't sound quite right.
It looked like it was clearly reduced power. I didn't know if it was on purpose or not, but then when the airplane started to veer to the left and you could tell it couldn't climb, my friend and I looked at each other and we were like, oh my God, they're going to crash.
Other witnesses at the airport also reported seeing the plane having issues during takeoff.
He got onto the runway, went down the runway, and started taking off. He got to about 200 feet, and I saw him starting to lose power and lose altitude. And the next thing, he just banked over, rolled over, and came straight down and went into the building.
Within seconds, the plane crashed into a hangar. Cell phone video from witnesses shows heavy smoke billowing from the building as firefighters try to put out the flames.
I was in shock. I was really in shock. I mean, I was like, you see this stuff on videos on YouTube, but you can't believe you're actually seeing it in real life happening in front of you, you know. And it was insane. It was crazy.
It all happened over the course of about 10 seconds, and you know, went from watching an airplane trying to climb and fly to a huge fireball with debris everywhere. It was really awful.
The crash happened near an Addison fire station, so firefighters were able to get there quickly, but the FAA says the aircraft was destroyed in the crash.
I've flown for 33 years. I've heard of crashes and stuff like that. I've never witnessed one with a bigger airplane. you know, that was really a horrific thing to see, because somebody's lives, families' lives were changed. It's awful.
Leanne Wynn, Fox 4 News.
Also sad news there in Texas, North Texas to be exact. All right, well, this next top story for you. Pride Month officially ended yesterday, June 30th, because today's July 1st. Believe it or not, we are already in July. We are already more than halfway through the year. How many of you can believe it? I know I can't. I feel like this year is just going by so quickly. But summertime happens to be my favorite season of the year, so I'm happy that we are finally here. Plenty of fun in the sun here in Phoenix. Okay, but this next top story I have for you is about hundreds of tarps form the pink triangle for Pride. Let's get the details here.
The clinking of hammers echoed throughout Twin Peaks Saturday morning. More than 100 volunteers nailed down 175 bright pink tarps to create the iconic pink triangle.
When the fog burns off and you drive down the hill and you look up and you see what you did, I mean, this is such an iconic symbol. It really, truly gives you a sense of pride.
The installation was finished in record time. It took just under an hour. The pink triangle covers 1 acre and stretches nearly 200 feet across.
So it's a big project and it weighs many tons, and without all of these people it simply wouldn't happen. And we all wear our pink triangle t-shirts out of solidarity for those who wore them in the concentration camps.
Before it became a worldwide symbol of pride, the pink triangle had a dark and hateful meaning. Nazis forced gay people to wear pink triangle badges to identify and persecute them. Now the pink triangle has been embraced as a symbol of survival, courage, and hope.
A symbol that was used against our community so tragically we're taking back.
The pink triangle is one of the most visible symbols during Pride Week here in San Francisco. It is so big it can be seen for 20 miles, and it overlooks Market Street and the Castro, where many Pride events take place. A ceremony followed the installation. Mayor London Breed gave a keynote speech.
We must do more to support our communities. We must be reminded of the challenges that still exist, and we must continue to fight for the kinds of changes that will lead to a better society, not just here in San Francisco, but across the world.
This is the 24th year of the Pink Triangle event in San Francisco. Volunteers are also needed to help take it down after Sunday's parade. In San Francisco, Alyssa Harrington, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, everybody, 2 more top stories to go for you this Monday, at least with me, during this segment on News Now, which is a part of Fox10Phoenix.com. We've got some business briefs from Fox Business Network. Do money woes keep you up at night? And 4th of July travel outlook. Here we go.
Dow futures are surging after President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping agreed not to impose more tariffs on each other's products. While there are no specifics, analysts are cheered by the cooperative tone. More money may mean more problems, but less money may mean less sleep. A Bankrate survey finds that more than half of American adults report losing sleep due to financial worries. Everyday expenses, retirement savings, healthcare, and insurance bills cause the most strain on respondents shut-eye. AAA predicting that more Americans will be behind the wheel for the July 4th holiday. The agency is predicting more than 41 million people will hit the roads. New York City, Boston, Houston, and Seattle may see delays of at least 3 times their busiest commute travel times. Peak delays may vary. Overall, the worst day for travel looks to be July 3rd. That's business. For more, log on to foxbusiness.com. In New York, I'm Deirdre Bolton.
All right, everybody. So now we're going to be taking a look at the box office. By the way, everybody's probably like, is Pilar playing piano or what's going on with her hands here? Remember, we've got the News Now set where we've got to hit all these buttons and lift all these levers and make sure the sound, the graphics, everything looks great, right? The hosts, whether it's me, Mike Pace, Chrissy Larson, we're responsible for making sure that the broadcast goes smoothly. So sometimes you'll get to see some odd movements. All right, so we're taking a look at the box office, and this one requires a lot of me changing the lower thirds due to all the different movies. So what so far has been your summer movie hit? What have you enjoyed seeing at the box office? And remember, they consider the summer box office time like starting May. So I know that I saw the real life remake of Aladdin and I absolutely loved it, but I don't think I've seen any of these other movies that are going to be in this box office look, but let's find out.
Woody, Buzz, and Friends topped the box office once again with Toy Story 4 in the #1 spot a second week in a row.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili.
The G-rated adventure earning $57.9 million, raising its total to $237 million. Part 4 is already the 4th highest grossing movie of the year. It also marks a franchise best.
I sometimes see things.
In second place is that creepy doll horror flick Annabelle Comes Home, the next chapter in the Conjuring universe, taking $20.4 million.
Sometimes it feels like someone else has written all the songs.
The comedy Yesterday sits in 3rd place. Its story follows a musician who finds he's the only person to remember the Beatles and takes